Hey guys, Bernie here from the Bernie Zinck Music Studio, and in this lesson we're going to cover some fretboard basics, how notes work and how they're laid out on the fretboard. Alright guys, if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for notifications on future videos. Before we get into how notes are laid out on the fretboard, I'd like to talk about something I like to call how notes work. And basically, you don't need a music degree to understand it. I've broken it down into two simple rules you just need to remember. So let's start with rule number one. Rule number one is that all notes go from A to G and repeat. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Rule number two is that all notes have a sharp or flat in between except for E and F and B to C. So it's really important to remember there's no sharp or flat in between E and F or B to C. Alright, so now let's talk about how the notes are laid out on the guitar fretboard. We're going to use the low E string for this, but this can apply to every string, and we'll talk about that after. But first let's talk about just the low E string. So here we go. We're going to start with the low E string. So there's our E note. Then on the first fret we have the F note. So right away there's our E to F. On the second fret we have the note F sharp or G flat. That's also called an enharmonic equivalent, which means that the same note has two different names. Then we have the G note on the third fret. Then G sharp and A flat on the fourth fret. A on the fifth fret. A sharp or B flat on the 6th fret, B on the 7th fret, now right to C on the 8th fret, C sharp or D flat on the 9th fret, D on the 10th fret, D sharp or E flat on the 11th fret, and then we're back to E at the 12th fret. So on the other strings the principle is the same, okay? So you'd have A on the A string, goes right to A sharp or B flat on the first fret, then B on the second fret, and then C. So there's our B to C, and then C sharp D flat, and then D, and then again the same thing on the D string, D. There's D sharp or E flat on the first fret. Then we have an E on the second fret. And then right to F on the third fret. So we always have to remember that B to C, E to F rule, no sharps or flats in between. So you're probably wondering, why is it so important to know where the notes are? And it's because every scale, every chord will start with what we call a root note. And to find where those roots are, you need to know your notes. So for example, if I wanted to play an A minor pentatonic scale, I need to know where an A is so I know where to start. So a lot of guitar-based things are based on shapes. And so for example, the minor pentatonic shape is the same no matter where you play it. It's the same shape. But we need to know where to start. So by knowing that that's an A, helps me know to start on that A note. So if I'm playing in the key of A, I'll know to play on that A. If I'm playing in the key of G, I'm going to start the scale on this G. Or if I'm playing in the key of F, I'm going to start the scale on this F. So that's why it's really important that you know where your notes are. And it's also really great for chords. So for example, here's an A major chord, again starting on that A note. Here's A7, A13, A9, A diminished 7th. You know, so just knowing where that A is really helps me find all those chords. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this useful, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get notified on future videos. Enjoy playing the guitar, practice hard. We'll see you next time.